Now, welcome back, children, in the online class series. In our previous class, we have discussed up to the question number 10 of the chapter Polynomial. So, in this class, I am going to discuss question number 11 onwards. The question number 11 is to factorize 27x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 9xyz. The children, this expression can be factorized on the identity x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So first we arrange the given expression on the basic forms of the identity. So 27x cube can be written like 3x whole cube plus y cube can be written like this, y whole cube, plus z cube can be written like this, z whole cube, minus 3 into xyz. So you put 3x at the place of x and y at the place of y and z at the place of z and multiply it together. 3 into 3x into y into z equals to 3 3 is 9 xyz, which is our required expression. So now this expression is in the form of the above identity, that is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So expand this on the above identity. So we know that x plus y plus z. So write 3x at the place of x plus y plus z and x square. So write 3x at the place of x square, 3x whole square plus y whole square plus z whole square minus xy. So here the value of x is 3x. So substitute 3x into y minus yz minus xz. So write at the place of x there is 3x into z. Now simplify it little more. So in the next step we will have 3x plus y plus z into 3x whole square equals to 9x square plus y square plus z square minus 3x into y becomes minus 3xy minus yz and minus 3x into z will become minus 3xz. Hence, this is the required factorization of the given expression. Now proceeding to the next question, question number 13. We have if x plus y plus z equals to 0, then show that x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. In this question, it is given that if x plus y plus z equals to 0, then we have to show that x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. Here, in solving this question, children, x plus y plus z equals to 0. So first we will write x plus y plus z equals to 0. So from here we can also write it in the form x plus y equals to minus z. So now Now cubing both sides. So it will become x plus y whole cube equals to minus z cube. Now expand this by using the identity x plus y whole cube. So this can be expanded in the form x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. And on RHS, minus z whole cube will become minus z cube. Now x cube plus y cube plus 3xy, and we know that from here that x plus y is equal to minus z. So we substitute the value of x plus y by minus z here. So it becomes 3xy into minus z equals to minus z cube. Now simplifying it, we have x cube plus y cube plus z cube. This plus and minus will get multiplied and it will become minus. So we have minus 3xyz, and on this minus z cube we bring on the LHS side. So on the RHS side we have 0 only. So ultimately we got x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. When we transpose this 3 minus 3xyz from the LHS on the RHS, its sign will become positive. So we will have x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. Hence, we proved the required expression. This behaves like also as an identity. When x plus y plus z equals to 0, then x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. This is an identity also. Now on the basis of this identity, here are one question going to be solved. The question number 14. The question number 14 is that without actually calculating the cubes, find the value of 28 cube plus minus 15 cube plus minus 13 cube. We have to find the value of these cubes without actually multiplying it by using an identity. So first we assume that 28 as x, minus 15 as y and minus 13 as z, and thereafter we will check that whether x plus y plus z is equals to 0 or not. So for checking, substitute the 28 as the place of x, minus 15 as the place of y and minus 13 as the place of z. So when you add it together, you will have 28 plus minus become minus 15 minus 13. So ultimately its sum will be 28 minus 28, which is equal to 0. Hence we see that the value of x plus y plus z equals to 0 here. So now we apply the FO formula which we have proved earlier, that if x plus y plus z equals to 0, then x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. So here at the value of x is 28, value of y is minus 15 and value of z is minus 13. So 28 cube plus minus 15 cube plus minus 13 cube equals to 3xyz. So substitute the value for x is 28, y is minus 15 and z is minus 13. So when you multiply it all together, 3 into 28 minus 15 minus 13, When you multiply it all together, this minus minus sign will become and plus, and the number will become, will you get 16,380. So this is the required value. Hence we observe that without actually calculating the cubes, we find the value of the above expression with the help of use of an identity. Now children, this is last question of your exercise also, and question number 15. In this question, give possible expressions for the length and breadth of each rectangle. Here area of rectangle is given. The area of rectangle that is given is 25a square minus 35a plus 12. This is the area of any rectangle, and from this area of rectangle you have to find its possible length and breadth, because rectangle is a two-dimensional figure. It has only length and breadth. As you know that the area of rectangle equals to length into breadth. So we are going to factorize this expression by the splitting of middle term. So here the coefficient of a square is 25 and the constant term is 12. So when you will multiply together, you will have 25 into 12 equals to 300. And there is a plus sign. It means that the two factor, two numbers will have the same sign, and there is negative sign. It means the two numbers will must possess the negative sign. Now you have to think two such numbers when which when added you got 35, and when you multiplied you got 300. Then you think, then you got the two numbers such as 20 and 15. So write it in this form: 25a square minus 20a minus 15a plus 12. When you add together minus 20a and minus 15a, you will got minus 35a, and when you will multiply it 20 and 15, you will got 300. So these are the required splitting of the middle term 35a. Now pairing the two terms and taking out the common. So first two terms are 25a square minus 20a. 5a is taken as common. So the remaining terms are 5a minus 4. And from these two terms, minus 15a plus 12, minus 3 can be taken as common. So when you take minus 3 as common, then it will left 5a minus 4. Hence from the both terms, we have 5a minus 4 into 5a minus 3. This is the possible factorization of the given area. Now as you know that the area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So any one out of these two can be assumed as length and breadth. So here I assumed possible length is 5a minus 4 and possible breadth is 5a minus 3. Okay, that's now here your chapter polynomial is being completed. Now after watching these videos, you will become able to solve these questions of the exercise from the polynomial. So you have to solve each question of the exercise and examples also, and practice more and more to make your concepts more clear. So here the chapter polynomial is being completed. Now in our next video we will start a new chapter, and hope all of you are doing practice accordingly. You must keep doing practice in mathematics. You need to do a lot of question in practice to understand the things clearly. And one more thing, children, you should always remember the identities used in this chapter. This is helpful you in further also. Okay, thank you.